Happy holidays, everybody. It's Mike Dussault, Tamara Brown, and Evan Lazar here to break down the first of the Patriots' final two home games. This one coming against the Los Angeles Chargers, who are streaking towards the playoffs. And guys, Chargers made some changes this offseason. Tamara, starting with you. Jim Harbaugh coming in. Seems like he's established kind of an identity of toughness for this team.
Yeah, and I really like what he's done with Justin Herbert. I feel like he's rebuilt his confidence. Justin Herbert went a streak of 11 games with no interceptions. He had an interception December 16th, and since then, he's been incredible. And so when you're looking at this Patriots defense who struggled to get takeaways, that's the biggest thing I see. When you're looking at a team that's coming in like the Chargers, who's hungry, they have to get this win to get into the playoffs. Can they disrupt Justin Herbert's confidence? Most teams, they want to say, oh, we're a quarterback away from being a really great team. This team was a head coach away, and Jim Harbaugh has done wonders with Justin Herbert.
Yeah, what have you seen from Herbert this year?
Yeah, look, he's a great player, but I'm still interested to see what this Chargers team, because I'll take us back to the good old days here for a second. Back in 2018 when the Chargers came here for that playoff game, and I just remember looking at those LA guys, and they were freezing, right? Like they were standing there on the sideline pregame, and they were cold, and I just wonder, you're coming east, you're a warm weather team, going to come play here in late December. That toughness, that mentality that you expect to see from a Jim Harbaugh team. Well, it's getting late, it's getting snowy, it's getting cold. Let's see if they're really as tough as they think they are.
Yeah, I think the Patriots defense, especially the run defense, needs to show they're tough too, I think, this week, guys. To me, that's a huge key to the game. But let's talk a little bit about the Patriots offense. Drake Maye last week, really hot start. Evan, I'm sure you up in Buffalo must have been going crazy watching Drake throw the ball around the yard there a little bit. Now he comes back home. Certainly a Chargers team that needs this win, wants this win, trying to build some momentum toward the playoffs. What do you think you're going to see from Drake this weekend?
Well, I want to see the same aggression from the Patriots offense. To start off the game up 14-0, opening up the offense, throwing the ball down the field. Can they do that again this week versus the Chargers defense, who's very opportunistic, plus 10 in the turnover differential, tied for fourth in the NFL? That's the biggest thing for me. Can the Patriots copy what they did last week versus this Chargers defense, who's very good?
Yeah, what do you think of the matchup against this Chargers defense?
It's a tough defense, and Jesse Minter, their defensive coordinator, is certainly on the head coaching track, coming from college at Michigan with Jim Harbaugh to now the NFL. I believe he'll be a head coach down the line here someday, and he does a really nice job of mixing things up and disguising things pre-snap and then changing the picture on the quarterback post-snap. So they play a lot of zone coverage, but you don't know exactly how they're going to get to their zones, and they disguise it well and they change it up just enough to keep quarterbacks off balance. So this is a big week to me for both AVP Alex Van Pelt and for Drake Maye to make sure that Maye's seeing the field correctly. Is he identifying coverage? Is he seeing the space in the defense? Because there will be voids, but they will make sure that they try to mask where they're going to come from. And just the last thing I would say, Derwin James is a big key to me in this game because he's just an aggressive blitzer, attack-minded player, always near the football, it feels like. So if you're Drake Maye, whether it's run or pass, you have to make sure that you're accounting for Derwin James some way.
Yeah, some young players on that defense coming on as well. I think they're first in points, first in red zone defense, so certainly a big challenge for the Patriots. Guys, just one more question to throw out there. We talk sometimes about key Patriot. They're coming back home. Well, I know we're getting towards the end of the season. We've seen some young guys. I just throw Marty Mapu out there as one guy who got back into the lineup last week against the Bills. Love to see him continue to grow a little bit in this defense. One of those young players. Is there another guy that you might want to point out, Tamara, the young player that you'd like to see a little more out of these last two games?
Well, maybe we'll actually see Cole Strange. He was active in last week's game, but we didn't get a chance to see him. So maybe Cole Strange. Is there an opportunity to get him in there? I know he's not technically young, but we haven't seen much of him. Can we get him in there, get some snaps, see what we're working with? Can he play center? That'd be nice to know coming out of these last two games.
You go with Keon White. I think last week the Patriots were trying to use a mush rush, just kind of compact the pocket on Josh Allen. This week, Justin Herbert, get after the quarterback a little bit, let 99 rush.
All right, well, another big challenge for the Patriots this weekend as they face this Chargers team that's desperately trying to get into the playoffs. Don't forget, it's a Saturday matinee, 1 p.m. kickoff. We'll see you next week with another preview for the final game of the season against the Bills.